Alright, well, I regret to inform that I was forced to give Jeff Bezos my money because apparently the USPS system as a whole in America is in shambles right now. I don't know the exact reason why, but it is absolutely destroyed. Like, packages are sitting in delays at distribution centers for upwards of 6 weeks, and I'm not even making that up. Particularly one in Indianapolis is like a meme right now because there's a whole ass subreddit just called USPS complaints. It's been around since 2016, but it's been just exploding lately with posts about how destroyed the US postal system is, and oddly enough, people are actually like posting their full tracking numbers on this subreddit too. Here, I'll show. But anyways, my point in all this my point in all this is, I decided to just go ahead and do a return to sender. I apologize to the eBay seller and everything. But I was like, look, man. I was like, based on all the information and how the post office is operating right now, I want to go ahead and get a refund for this if that's okay. And I just went ahead and filed for an intercept, which you have two options. You can either have it shipped to a local facility, which this package was not eligible for, or you can have it returned to sender. So I just selected to have it returned to sender. I asked the guy if I could get a refund. He was very nice about it, and he said yes. So I just went to, jeffbezos.gov on Amazon and went ahead and ordered it there. So, because you know what? As immoral and as fucked up as Amazon is, they are as fast as ever right now. In fact, that shock mount that I showed last stream, it came from Washington State to the southern US in like a day and 3 hours. So, damn, that is fast. Let me blow my nose and then I'll be ready for even more yapping. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap. I shouldn't be yawning like this. That is unprofessional. But yeah, I'll show a couple of posts from this subreddit. It is, the other thing that's crazy is it's like clear skies and 50 to 60 degrees and sunny in the south right now. And every single package, like without exception, is being posted as a processing exception and a weather delay. So I feel for the seller because I'm like, dude, even though I filed for a return to sender, how long is this guy going to have to wait? Like he was nice. Again, he was nice about it and wasn't like, oh, I need the money and stuff. He was like, no, I get it. I know it's a disaster right now, so don't worry about it. But yeah. So here's the subreddit. Oh, well. Here we go again. I keep fucking forgetting to open my Chrome. My Google Chrome. Okay. No. All right. So, yeah, basically this is the type of thing that people are seeing. It's like, it makes it to a distribution center and then they just put processing exception weather delay. Even though there is virtually no weather in the United States right now that could be cause for such a status, like at all. And this status here I was seeing on both of my packages that were incoming is just in transit to next facility. And someone who actually works for them chimed in about this and was like, oh yeah, that basically just means it's not moving, but they want to update it anyway, so it doesn't look like they're not updating the tracking. Yeah, this exact one is what I was getting. Moving through network in transit to next facility. But look at this, 3 hours ago, 3 hours, 1 hour. Like if I sort by new, dude, this is being posted constantly. I mean, we're talking like 9 to 10 posts an hour, all about the exact same thing. So it's, I don't know what the hell is going on with USPS right now, but it is a fucking disaster. Like an unmitigated disaster going on right now. And, it probably sounds like I'm just bitching to the, I'm just bitching for no reason, but the reason I say all this is because we genuinely don't know, like, what is going to come of this. Like, there's been some theorizing that it has something to do with the government. I'm not going to say what exactly that is because I'm not trying to get into a political discussion right now. But apparently there's attempts to like privatize USPS right now. And there's a theory that public perception plays a lot into that decision. So they're trying to like tank the USPS reputation in order to move the needle and privatize it. But that's just a theory, a game theory. But yeah, there's just a lot of theories of like, why are they so shitty right now? What the hell's going on? And they're valid questions. But ultimately, the issue is that stuff is just not moving. So I hope, and again, I hashed it out with the seller. He's totally fine with it. He's like, I wasn't using the mic anyway, and I don't exactly need the money. He's like, don't worry about it at all. I get it. Shouldn't have to wait. But, I hope he's able to get his product back because, my God, the amount of time that it spent just in fucking shipping limbo is crazy. So I don't know, man. I just recommend people plain and simple don't order anything if it's going to go through there. Like, just don't. For your own good. And my other package, I have another one that's en route as well. I filed for an intercept of it, but the intercept was not to return to sender. It was just to go to a local facility because, everybody, of course, whenever this stuff happens, like the stuff that we're waiting for is not like crucial. See, I feel for people that are like waiting on medication and shit. There's people that are posting on that subreddit that are like, dude, I can't get my fucking medicine that I need to not have seizures and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if it's something that apparently like filing for an intercept puts it to the top in terms of priority, and you can just have it shipped to a local facility and then you just go to the post office and pick it up. They're supposed to charge for it, but apparently the USPS is doing everybody a solid and not charging because it's so delayed. So. Ooh, I have a great video for a nightmare fuel. 6 most disturbing mysteries solved with Google Maps. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. I can feel it. But yeah. Anyways, enough about that. It's just, you know what? It's an unmitigated disaster right now. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. Let me blow my nose and then we'll get into things that are actually like fun to talk about. Yeah. It was hilarious too because like the number one post on that subreddit for the past 3 days has been a guy saying, "Don't give up hope, guys." And it's a package that shipped like early November and he just got it late January. What's up, Kendo? So it was like 7 weeks in transit and it was coming from like 5 hours from the destination, like within the same state. I know. I'm just taking a sip of water. Yeah, I'm taking a sip from my bottle of water, as they say. Not to recap everything that I've yapped about so far, it wasn't much, but yeah, the United States postal system is a disaster right now. In every sense of the word. It is just a complete shit show. And yeah. So I've had to, well, okay, well, I didn't have to, but I chose to return one item that I ordered off eBay because there was just zero chance that it was going to get here before like fucking March. So, well, yeah, but in particular now, like there's a whole subreddit talking about this, and there's like hundreds, if not thousands of people on there every day posting about how bad it is. So it's gotten significantly worse. Guys, I just found a stick that I might buy. But yeah, it's gotten significantly worse in the past few weeks, like since January 1st especially. And basically, if you order something and it goes through
hello.
Oh, what's up, Siren? Basically, if you order anything and it goes through USPS, there's a very low chance that you'll get it. And even if it's coming from very close to your location, it usually will take about 6 to 7 weeks right now for you to even receive it. So it is insane. And you know, you might think that it sounds like I'm just whining and complaining for no reason, but it's like, nah. Oh, nice, dude. But anyways, yeah, so I've just been bitching about it, but you know, like I said, I'm not waiting on anything crucial. I was just waiting on that Audio-Technica mic, and I just decided to drop it. Like so you have two options if you're not receiving something in the States. You can file for an intercept, and what that means is pretty much they will stop your package getting to you, and you can do one of two things. You can either file for a return to sender, which means you want your money back and you just want it to go back to whoever originally dropped it off. So that's what I did. Or you can have it shipped to a local facility, which I did for my second package. And somebody that works for the post office made a post in that subreddit and was like, hey guys, if you want your package to move, you should probably file for an intercept, because those are like the only ones that are moving right now. So me and like 15 other people did that. But yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but it's terrible. Like, it is awful. Yeah, I need to do that because I tried to send a book to my friend. What's up, Benjamin? I think can you not actually use hex code? Yeah, you can do hex codes on Twitch because I did that for mine. That's how I got my silver. You know what I based it on? Literally this headphone pad. The DT770 headphone pad silver is my exact color on Twitch. That color. But yeah, you ask Leon to change it, and this is what you get. Yes, this specific one, not the right one. Fuck the right pad, but the left pad. Yeah. Sorry, I'm using like a massively oversized straw for this bit. We don't have any more disposable straws, and I don't want to fuck the environment, okay? Dude, I'll tell you something that's super awkward is in a big streamer's Discord that I watch. Hey, appreciate that, sick.
Someone hit and run my car today on the highway.
What the fuck? How bad's the damage? Oh my god, we have a hype train. You know, I do appreciate that a lot, but I do think it's funny how when tiny streams get like 3 or 4 subs, it starts a hype train, whereas some of the bigger streams, it takes like 100. It's crazy how it scales like that. Yeah, like how bad was the damage? Did they actually end up like really badly denting a back or front bumper or anything, or was it fairly mild? Big semi-truck side view mirror flew off and the car ricocheted off my front hood, and then they just fucking sped off. But if it hit my windshield, I'd have been fucked. Yeah. Wow. That is very shitty. But appreciate the resub Siren and also Sick. You guys stay resubbing to my channel. I gotta say, there's like a core group of you guys that just always resub, and I appreciate that a lot. Also, let me know what you guys think. But apparently, so I was watching Enigma the other day. What's new? And he said that if you play like 3 minutes worth of ads every hour, then nobody gets pre-rolls, even if they're not subscribed. So when somebody comes in, they don't immediately have to sit there and watch like 4 ads in a row before they can hear the stream. Would you guys prefer that? If I just like, after an hour or so, I just like get up, walk around for a second, and just click the play ad button so that nobody gets pre-rolls? I think that might be preferable, and plus, most of you guys are subbed anyway, so you wouldn't see that shit. And even if you did, you wouldn't be missing anything. So I don't know, it might be an interesting way to approach it, but we'll see. Try it. Yeah, so once we hit an hour, I'll try to actually click the button. Let me see what it looks like too, because I'll be honest, I've literally clicked it one singular time, and it's when one of our biggest supporters, Faye Ataraxia, was in here and was like, hey, can you click the button? Just to see what it does, and I was like, okay. I've clicked it one time since I've been an affiliate. I've been an affiliate for 5 years, by the way. Or 4 years. Okay, so where the hell do I even go? Dashboard. Stream manager, I guess it's here. Okay, yeah, so you can just click a button for 60-second ad. Okay, well, it's easy enough then. Wait, why is my bitrate fucked up? It's showing red. Yeah, your badge is showing. Oh no, I guess it's alright. But anyways. Yeah, so avoid the USPS like the plague. That's my point in all this. Like, don't use them at all. They are a fucking disaster right now. So yeah. I was gonna show this if I'm signed in on eBay on Chrome, which I might be. I'm still gonna need to I am not. Probably for the best. You know what? I'll just leave it unsigned in. I just have to make sure it's not gonna leak my fucking zip code like it likes to do. Okay, cool. So I'm thinking about getting a Japanese stick again, because as much as I like the Moss, and I do love the Moss stick, it's just not optimal for Third Strike, which is the main fighting game that I play. Actually, it's the only fighting game that I play with any regularity now. And the Hori Fighting Edge, specifically the metal or Yaiba version they call it, is the one that I'm after. So it looks like... Why is it not showing up? It looks like this. Now this one is in kind of rough condition, but this is the stick that I'm after. Is this one here. Where it has the metal top and it's really easily moddable. I don't intend to pay $200 for it. But yeah, that's the stick that I'm after, because it just is the best for I've owned one in the past. I just didn't keep it because I had too many sticks at the time. I was almost like collecting sticks, but when I realized that they were all just kind of sitting around collecting dust and I was only using one or two of them, that's when I was like, okay, I'm just going to start selling these off because why the hell do I need all these sticks? But yeah, Japanese stick is just optimal for third strikes. I will eventually be going back to that. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. That is the main game that I'm playing. In fact, I can show you guys a clip from just like 48 hours ago where I made a guy rage quit because he was getting absolutely stomped. It was unranked, to be fair, but watch this. Alright, check this out. So, as you all know, I'm Kenneth Masters, as we say on the left. Whoa, why was it doing that? Whoa, what the hell? Why was it like ghosting when I moved the... Anyways. Confirm. That's the sound it makes when they rage quit their Fightcade emulator. So when they rage quit the Fightcade emulator, it goes crazy and makes that sound. But yeah. I play Third Strike like a crackhead, dude. I really do. I just fucking hold forward and jump and press every button on my stick. As Mike Ross, one of my favorite fighting game content creators, said, I want to twirl on the stick. I want to press these beautiful buttons. Looking fit too. Appreciate that, man. Hey, we're getting the arms there. You know what I'm saying? I can't really show, and I've got Farmer's 10 too. But hey, yeah, no, dude, my arms are getting fucking really big. They really are. Look, it's like stretching my sleeves out now, you can see. Look how fucking stretched out my sleeves are getting. Yeah, man. So I was watching a video of a guy named Mike Menser, who was a bodybuilder in like the 70s and 80s, I believe. And he was talking about how close overhead pull down is actually better for your biceps than just preacher curls or hammer curls. So I started incorporating that. Dude, I can pull like 150. On close pull down bar, I can do like 150 easy. And it makes your biceps feel super, super pumped when you get done. It's like they're fucking just bulging out, dude. Yeah, it's from the Fightcade. Yes. Me and Kenneth Masters. But yeah, my stick right now, yes, you have to do it super, super slow. But my stick right now is it's a Moss replica made by a guy in Mexico named Provost. Here, let me show it. So it's all American parts. Meaning it does this. Like if you've ever been to an American arcade, listen to this. Yeah, so it's one of those super heavy sticks that you can like slam around as much as you want. A doorstop, yeah, it sounds like it. But it's just not the best for Third Strike because it's a little tough to like dash and stuff because it is so heavy. You really want a lighter stick for Third Strike, and you want the buttons in a shape where they're curved. Because you have to do what's called pianoing a lot, where you do 3, 2, 1 to confirm supers. And it's tougher to do that when the buttons are straight across, because obviously that's not as ergonomic. So I can show... I just need to make sure I don't actually fight anybody. But I can show. I just need to put myself in away status so nobody challenges me. But let me show this here.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Well, I got the picture prepared for battle.
I think I have to go into...
World of Street Fighter 3. Prepared for battle.
Dude, what the fuck? Maybe I have to do it as game capture?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture.
Okay.
Prepare to strike. Now. World of Street Fighter 3. Yeah, I've been waiting. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for. Well, I got the picture.
Okay.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Okay, so basically... Oh, what? My boy is red parrying? Oh, I have it set to that. Okay. So in this game, you want to do your super motion. Let me move my camera. Let me just get it off the screen for a second so you can see what I'm... So you want to do the super motion and then you want to hit your 3 kicks like this. That basically gives you 3 chances to land it. But to do that, you have to like piano your ring, middle, and index fingers like really quick, like this. So to confirm something like this, yeah. So that obviously did not work, but it's tough because with the straight buttons, it's tough to confirm that anyway. That worked. Yeah, so you can see it all comboed, that's why it hasn't showed up yet. But yeah. What's up, Mel? You can also do it like this. That's also a link. You can see 10 hits on that. So that's a link, but again, you have to do that triple confirm to make it easier. So yeah. So there's a lot of different things you can do. There's a lot of different things you can do, but like ultimately in this game, it's important that you have your buttons in a curved layout. And also the Japanese buttons are much larger. No, I do not play Rocket League, although I do appreciate how difficult and how strategic that game is, because I did play it once with friends a very, very, very long time ago. And I was very surprised at how in-depth and complex it is for a game that looks very simple. Yes, it is incredibly. It's one of the. See, I love games like that though, where they are easy to get into, but like impossible to master. Those are also the type of fighting game characters I like. I like characters like Ryu or Ken, where they're really easy to play, but they're almost impossible to master because there's such a high ceiling for those characters, you know? But Third Strike is my game, man. I fucking love Third Strike. I love everything about it. Yeah, but Gen doesn't. The difference is though, Gen doesn't look cool. What's up with you, by the way, Malum? I'm sorry, I said hi, but I didn't ask what was up. They always ask. They always ask how. Or wait, I fucked that up so badly. They always ask who is Malum, but they never ask how is Malum. That stops now. Yeah, Gen doesn't look cool, man. He's just an old man with his fucking Pai Mei outfit. When they never ask how is Malum. They only ask when is Malum. By the way, Malum Insei, I heard that term the other day in like a court proceeding. Is that like a legal term? Malum Insei meaning. Okay, I typed Mal Insei for some reason. Malum Insei is a Latin phrase that means wrong in itself or evil in itself. Yeah, I was watching some court case and somebody mentioned Malum Insei and my brain was like, I have a viewer named that. My brain made the first connection it's ever made in years. They always say okay boomer, but they never ask are you okay boomer? No, because the boomers are too busy going to Cracker Barrel and then like bitching all day about the Zoomer that's their waiter or waitress. That's why they don't typically ask. Yes, my two remaining brain cells fired off, and one said, whoa, I've seen that before, and the other said, whoa, you know who that is. Malum Insei is essentially evil by nature, and Malum Prohibitum is a law term meaning something considered evil socially. Ah, okay. So it's like the difference between something that is obvious or evident to be evil versus something that's only socially evil. Malo is Spanish for bad. Dude, have you guys seen? We were literally just talking about the Pirate Software drama. Have you seen where he is like attempting to sue an indie developer now? So, an indie, not to get back on this drama train, but I do think it's crazy. That's a great song. I do think it's crazy. Makes sense because it's a romance language. Yeah, I took 4 years of Spanish in high school, but it was Southern U.S. So there's an indie game on Steam which is like making fun of all the big streamers. Like they have a character named Asmond Silver, and there's like CQX instead of XQC, and it's obviously just joking about these streamers. But he recently updated the game to make an actual cockroach sitting in a chair because, as you know, when you run away from your team in hardcore WoW or any WoW raid, it's called roaching. So he put one that's just a roach sitting in a chair, and as a meme, he made a personal build of the game where it actually had Pirate Software's voice in it, saying, what am I supposed to do for you, or something like that. And Pirate Software got really, really mad about this, and he immediately filed a DMCA claim with Steam to have the game removed because he thought his voice was in the Steam, like the public build that was on Steam. But it wasn't. It wasn't even in there. That was just a personal build that he was memeing around with and posting to Reddit, like, oh, haha, you know, this is my version of the game. So then on his stream, he got the developer's counterclaim request that said, hey, your voice is not in the game, dude. It's not in the public build at all. And he had a fucking crash out on stream and was like, yeah, I'm going to be forwarding this to my lawyer. We're taking you to court. Welcome to the found out phase. You know, the whole fuck around and find out thing. He's like, welcome to the find out phase. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. What a fragile ego on this dude. Here, I'll show you the video. God, Pirate Software has such a fragile ego. Holy shit.
He said they respond. Brandon Ferrantino is developing idle streaming bonanza. Play as your favorite content creators like Moki Payne.
And as this video points out, it's so hilarious to me because this guy was seen as like the most level-headed, you know, he's like the king of the nerds, they say, you know, he's super nice and he's not egotistical and he's humble, and then every single thing like this that comes out goes to show he has like a very, very fragile ego, and is the exact opposite of what his YouTube shorts would make him out to be.
Asmon Silver and CQX. It's a streamer drama parody game where you match button prompts, watch the bits drop, and feed the brain rot. Each level's a time capsule of live stream fails' greatest hits. There's Dr. Disrespect's grooming allegations, Pokimane and her expensive cookies make a showing, and XQC being an odd dude, as a reference to XQC being an odd dude. Ferrantino's newest level referenced another big streamer named Pirate Software. Now for context, Pirate Software is a developer, hacker, gamer person who runs a ferret rescue, encourages people to get into game development, and boasts an impressive resume from working at Blizzard during its glory days to hacking for the United States.
Dude, that's another thing that kills me about him. Like, I respect his resume because it is impressive, but he's got to stop with the whole I used to work at Blizzard thing. It literally is like the same energy as my dad works at Microsoft, you know? Every single thing that ever comes up, he feels the need to talk about how he worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Department of Energy. As far as nerds go, he's seen as the cream of the crop. But some of that cream's dissolved due to, well, it depends on who you ask, I suppose. Some don't like how he appeals to his own authority or misrepresents arguments when he's in the wrong. Others don't like how he doubles, triples, or even quadruples down when he's in the wrong. And some don't like the double standards he applies to himself and others when he's in the wrong. It's not the being in the wrong that people don't seem to like. It's how he mishandles it, and how these events clash with his wizened role model persona people have come to know him for. That's why I stress at every opportunity that I am a scumbag and manages expectations. The event Ferrantino chose to immortalize in his game referenced the hardcore World of Warcraft raid drama, where Pirate Software abandoned his team, referred to as roaching out, and was later removed for his behavior following.
I think that's soda poppin', but yeah, so in a nutshell, there was this big streamer WoW guild called Only Fangs. Only Fangs Twitch, not fans, Fangs. And there were a bunch of streamers in it, like a ton. And Pirate Software was one of them. They went and did a raid. They were playing hardcore WoW, which means when you die, your character is literally deleted and you have to start again from level 1. So in raids, they always have what they call a shot caller. And the shot caller said run at one point. And Pirate Software, I guess, took that to mean like every man for himself. And he literally just holds forward and runs all the way to the beginning of the dungeon and just leaves everybody behind. The whole time they're asking, like, it sounds like they eventually want to at least try to fight. And then they ask him, like, Pirate, what are you doing? And he's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, he immediately gets really defensive. He's like, what am I supposed to do? And he just keeps running. So 2 of the guild members die. They have to completely restart now on level 1. And it turns into a big argument where they're like asking him, dude, why didn't you stop? And he's like, because somebody said run, so I'm going to run. And then, you know, he got really defensive about it and eventually left the Discord because he didn't want to, you know, deal with the criticism anymore. And instead of him just simply going, you know what, I messed up, my bad, guys, he made like a long statement on Twitter saying how he did exactly the right thing. He won't take accountability because he didn't do anything wrong. He doesn't feel he did anything wrong. It's like, God damn, dude, just take a little bit of accountability. And, you know, it turned into a thing where people started trolling him about it because he seemed like he was getting really defensive and not handling it well. So instead of him, you know, sleeping on it, coming back the next day and being like, you know what, guys, I did mess up. I'll do better in the future. He came back and said, I'm reporting all of these accounts directly to Blizzard. So they will be actioned on. You know what I mean? Like he actually pulled the my dad works at Blizzard card and was like, yeah, all the accounts that are trolling me, they will be reported and they will be banned. Like, what the fuck, dude? Grow up.
Following the incident, the level is called Irate Hardware.
Yeah, so he called the level in this meme game Irate Hardware. And it has a roach sitting in a chair. It has a roach sitting in a chair with the wizard hat on because he had the wizard hat on when they were doing the raid.
Wizard-hatted cockroach squirms in a gaming chair and a voice line from Pirate Software's stream can be heard.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I ran.
Ferentino then posted a clip of his game to the livestream fails subreddit titled "He Put Pirate Software Drama in His Indie Game." In turn, Pirate Software issued a DMCA takedown notice to Valve. This developer is using clips of my voice without my permission. As displayed on the developer's livestream, my voice is being used in this game. The developer does not have the right to use my voice. He included a link to the Twitch clip. The game was taken down. Plot twist, the Steam version of the game didn't actually have Pirate Software's voice in it. The Twitch clip was of the developer's personal build, not the marketplace build. Ferentino filed a counter notice to get his game reinstated. He also sent a support ticket to Pirate Software and his team directly to tell them his voice was not in the game, and he asked for the DMCA takedown notice to be withdrawn.
Look at this. So this guy down here, this is apparently Pirate Software's lawyer. Literally, he is a lawyer. And he goes, "Oh, hey, is this a game that includes clips of Thor speaking in game? I saw the Reddit thread about this. Looks like you were warned by people on there about this exact outcome." Crying, laughing. And then he said, "It doesn't matter. The DMCA will get removed. Thor's voice is not in any content on Steam. Y'all jumped the gun on something that doesn't exist on Steam, lol."
Mid-live stream, Pirate Software spoke about receiving the counter.
Yeah, so look how mad, look how fucking seething mad he is when he gets this counterclaim. He looks like he's about to explode, have a full-on, as they say, crash out.
Notice and expressed his intent to sue the developer.
Hey, Kronos, we have to file a legal complaint against that dude earlier. I'm gonna pause this for a moment.
So fragile, dude.
There was a dude earlier today that went onto Reddit and said that he was using my voice in a video game, showed a bunch of videos of it, and then put that game up on Steam. A lot of people in the thread told him not to do that, that would end up being a legal problem for him. He did it anyway. So I filed a DMCA claim, and he has now filed a counterclaim against me. We're going to take you to court. You're going to lose. You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your games without their permission. It's a really stupid thing to do. Incredibly so. So I'm going to send this over to Kronos now because he is a lawyer in copyright law. That is his job. Mistake. Kronos, we have 14 days to respond to this. Forwarded. Welcome to the finding out timeline, bud.
Brandon Farron
Didn't even do the proper research to find out that that build doesn't fucking have his voice in it. Like, what are you doing, man?
Tino responded in a YouTube video and reiterated he did nothing unlawful on Steam.
I showed one video of a possible build or a concept and put it on Reddit. The game that concept or what's on my machine was not on Reddit. There's no build of him ever on Reddit or on Steam. There's no data in my game of him on Steam. There's no active build with him on it. So he's chasing fucking ghosts.
Unfortunately for Pirate Software, it's a case of being confidently wrong. In America, we have very strong free speech laws. It's the First Amendment, for God's sake. This is not as cut and dry as you can't use someone's likeness or voice without permission. Although that does get spread around a lot, but you'd think people on the internet who use Twitch and YouTube would see Twitch and YouTube as enough evidence that there's more nuance to the matter. You have to consider fair use defenses and good faith activities by alleged copyright infringers. This was upheld in the Lens vs. Universe. Didn't even play the demo. If he had, he would have known his voice was not in the Steam Marketplace version of the game. Therefore, he sent an unlawful DMCA takedown notice, and that opens him up to be sued.
For real.
I asked Mr. Ferentino if he asked Pirate Software or Kronos if they played the game. He said they responded that's neither here nor there. It's very much here and there because beyond the existence of a perceived infringement, you have to consider what's the nature of the work, critique, review, education, etc. Is it transformative enough? How much was used? 41 seconds, by the way. How important is what was used? Does it have an impact on original market value? Is it misappropriating his likeness for an advertisement? It's not as plain cut as, you used my voice, I didn't say you could, now I can sue you. Now keep in mind, I'm not a free speech defense lawyer out of Connecticut that steps in from time to time to help content creators pro bono when their freedom of speech is being impeded, but Mario is. and he says Pirate Software's false DMCA takedown notice of idle streaming bonanza was unlawful. I spoke with him.
Yeah.
Mario happened.
So now the ultimate irony, Pirate Software's DMCA was actually the unlawful one because he didn't do his due diligence to see whether or not his voice was actually in the Steam build. He just knee-jerk reactioned and said, whoa, I saw a Reddit clip. It must be like that in the final game. And then immediately fucking sprinted to file the DMCA takedown because he was seething fucking mad about it. And didn't take the time to do any proper research or even play the demo to find out that it wasn't actually in there.
Upon Ferentino's video talking about the false claim, and did not like that someone with a large and impressionable audience was spreading free speech misinformation. He also did not appreciate the lawsuit bully tactics. I quote, "It pissed me right the fuck off." So Mario reached out to Brandon Ferentino and took him on as a client free of charge. He made a formal demand to Pirate Software's team to withdraw the DMCA takedown notice within 24 hours, and it seems to have worked because the game is back on the Steam marketplace. There is some charity that can be given to Pirate Software. He is a big streamer, and big streamers rely on their mod team to keep things running smoothly, so it's possible he relied on secondhand information in good faith and thought his voice was actually in the game. I reached out to Pirate Software and Kronos for comment on January 24th and 25th respectively. I will update the article in the Substack if and when either responds. The only thing left currently is seeing if things end here between Pirate Software and the developer. There are consequences for false DMCA takedown notices, but Brandon Ferentino and Mario would have to actively pursue it in court. Ultimately, in these cases, the court fees tend to outweigh the damages, so who knows where this ends up.
Yeah, and look, nobody else has been doing this shit. You've got Moki Payne, Asmon Silver, Jim the Fat Man, Dr. Diddles, Irate Hardware, and CQX. None of the other streamers have filed DMCA takedown because it's a fucking joke, man. Take it on the chin. Holy shit.
The two have said they will release a formal statement in about 2 weeks. Thank you for reading.
I don't want to psychoanalyze, okay? Because I hate when people psychoanalyze me. So I won't psychoanalyze Pirate Software. But from the looks of things, he seems like a guy who got very used to a lot of praise all at once, because remember, he got popular because a couple years ago his YouTube shorts blew up out of nowhere. They basically hit the algorithm lottery, and he became a guy who was immediately known as like a super like intelligent guy that was given all these tips and tricks about Windows shortcuts and operating system things that you may not have known but are useful to know. You know, it was kind of like a little tips and tricks thing that he used to do. Like, I think his most popular YouTube short to this day is showing how you can draw like an Etch-a-Sketch in MS Paint by holding spacebar and using the arrow keys. I didn't know that. But yeah, you can do that. Stuff like that. And I think he got so used to like this universal praise being heaped on him that he genuinely doesn't know how to handle being criticized en masse for something stupid that he did. He doesn't know how to conduct himself in a way that mitigates damage to his reputation. He just gets really angry and tries to report and ban and legally pursue action against people. And it's like, man, sometimes even if you think you're in the right, it's best for your reputation as a very public figure to not let your emotions get the best of you. Look at Linus Tech Tips. Linus has this issue all the time. Linus is not a bad guy, but when he gets in these situations where people criticize him harshly, he handles it horribly because he lets his emotions get the best of him, and he's admitted that. But when Gamers Nexus had very valid criticisms of his poor, QA going on with his videos, he handled it terribly by saying like, oh, they should have reached out to me first and all this other stuff. It's bad journalistic integrity. It's like, no, man, journalistic integrity is not reaching out to you, because if he reached out to you, you would have had time to fix things before the video came out and try to damage control. Check his EVE Online and Ashes of Creation drama way before WoW. Didn't he do something where like people are accusing him of cheating in Ashes of Creation now? Here, let me just literally look up Ashes of Creation Pirate Software drama. Well, there's a video from 3 weeks ago called Pirate Software Sucks at Ashes of Creation, and here's why. What the fuck? He cheated in single player games. Oh yeah, wasn't it like Outer Wilds and a couple others? Yeah, so there's one where he legitimately I know he's probably just like checking a message on his phone or something, but he's like struggling with a puzzle and clearly looking at his phone. Like you can see the fucking reflection in his glasses the same way you can see my lights in my glasses. And then out of nowhere, he just magically gets the solution to the puzzle. So either he read it off of his chat or he read it on his phone, but like it's blatant as fuck. Yeah, and apparently didn't he have like a character a long time ago called like Maldavius Fig Tree and was saying a bunch of crazy shit with it? If you just search Maldavius Fig Tree. Let me see what this video is all about. Let me see if this has any legitimacy. Fuck me, I opened it in Firefox again, dude. One of these days I'll stop fucking doing that. Oh shit. I was pressing Windows, not...
Hello, this is going to be a short video on Jason Thor Hall, a man who's wiggled his way into an influencer position by faking a cool guy deep voice and giving himself the nickname Thor because he thinks it sounds cool. Specifically, this video, we're going to be talking about a version of Jason we don't see anymore, named Maldavius Fig Tree. Now in the description, there's going to be a link to the pages I'm going to be talking about here. So let's just start with a quick baseline of his Wikifur page. We can see it's pretty short. It mentions his name is Jason Hall. His persona
is a furry who lives in the United States. His persona is a ferret. Well, that tracks because he has a ferret rescue.
Is a ferret, and that he plays Second Life. The ferret thing is pretty important because we can still see this fascination today with Jason's real-life ferret pets and sanctuary he runs, ferret emojis in his chat, stuff like that. Next up, we have the current Wikifur page, saying that it's been removed on request. And then we can find a user talk page of somebody asking for it to be removed. I would like this removed entirely. I attempted to edit out my information and it keeps getting replaced. He was then asked for proof that the person asking for the removal was in fact Maldavius, and he responded with a Fur Affinity link. His Fur Affinity page is down nowadays, but we can still see it through archives. The shout of him asking for removal can't be found on any available archived pages, but we can see the continued ferret fascination with him saying...
Dude, it's so crazy to me as well that, like, yeah, people probably would have looked this up even if the WoW thing hadn't happened, but isn't it so insane that the WoW roaching was such a catalyst that people are looking back through this dude's entire internet history of his whole fucking life to get him on stuff now? I think that's fucking insane.
His species and, you know, stuff like that. Next up, we have the biggest one that I think is the most interesting, which is an article about him from when he was very involved in Second Life communities. Maldavius Fig Tree, notorious for having destroyed builds in the Woodbury University sim last summer, is in the news again this week after his controversial firing of avatar designer Wingless Emoto. Fig Tree held a suspiciously timed staff event last Friday morning, a meeting timed for when Wingless Emoto would be asleep and therefore unable to attend. During this meeting...
Yeah, and in his tweet, like doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on the running away thing, where he clearly just had a horrible misplay, he said that OnlyFans, the WoW guild, was pitched to him as a content guild. So they probably were going to drum up some fake drama, but I think it just got out of hand. I'm not saying the whole roaching thing was staged, but some parts of it don't add up. And it seems like they were originally going to try to make it into a drama thing intentionally, but it got out of hand and he decided he didn't want any part of it anymore.
It was determined that the talented avatar creator Emoto was earning too much and should therefore be removed from staff. The terms of service for Fig Tree's company, Dark Sphere Creations, were then conveniently changed, and Miss Emoto was removed from her position all before she awoke to the news. This continues on with the article including an image of Jason's Second Life character sucking cock. However, the real gold heel is found in the comments. Maldavius is an ass, plain and simple. He's the only person that actually manages to make the JLU and the PN combined look like Boy Scouts. There's a lot more text, and then later on, in the same comment, in short, he's an incredibly disturbed person, general jackass, and somewhat violent and unstable. Others go on, this is not only hypocrisy from Maldavius, but greed. OMG, this is so funny. He wanted to be my business partner, so I took him on board. He did approximately 80 minutes of work against my 30 hours and expected half the cash. I'm glad to see the rest of the grid waking up against what a cancerous evil there is within Maldavius Figtree. Unmentioned in this article is his participation in the destruction of 6 of my Sims after he brainwashed one of my staff into quitting BNT. The reason he gets away with it, he's the kid of a noted Blizzard programmer who developed StarCraft.
True.
And LL doesn't want to make waves in the gaming industry. That his own dad thinks he's a no-account loser and won't pay for his education because academically he sucks ass doesn't even seem to enter the equation. There are many posts around this time mentioning Jason's father, and that's because Jason really, and I mean really, loved to brag about it, even more than he does nowadays on his fake deep voice live streams. Gods, this guy sounds like he needs a beating. Whoa, dad!
Yeah, he does talk about his dad working for Blizzard like a lot, but he talks more about him working at Blizzard. Now, the whole thing about him having a voice changer or whatever, I will say it doesn't sound like a voice changer per se. It just sounds like he has the bass boosted on his mic. If I were to boost the bass, I'll show you what that sounds like. I can do it on my voice, and mine isn't even overly bassy. So if I push 80 hertz up, I mean, I literally sound like Pirate Software right now. So what you do is you open MS Paint, and you hit spacebar, and if you use the arrow keys, you can move it around like an Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah, welcome to the finding out phase, bud. See what I mean? Like it's not that hard. He pushes his up to like this though, because you feel the impact of the bass. So if you press the Windows plus S key, you know what I mean? Like that's how you do it. It's not difficult. He is absolutely boosting bass on his mic. There's no question about that. But no, it's not a voice changer because he went to the Streamer Awards or whatever and he actually sounded like that. So, all right, why Ashes of Creation is good and Pirate Software sucks at the game. Here we go, boys. No drama here.
I've had a few friends ask me why I haven't been making WoW Classic
Whoa, this guy has a better voice than Thor does.
content recently. And, well, long story short, I got tired of Season of Discovery. The content dried up, and the focus of the Classic team is clearly on Hardcore right now, and that's a game mode that I really don't enjoy because PvP is so limited. I watched
By the way, shoutouts to the Chrono Trigger Forest music. Amazing.
few content creators from the WoW Classic community play the Ashes of Creation Alpha, and while the game looked janky, what I saw was the same combat system as WoW Classic. And between the combat system and the idea of being in a semi-private, fresh realm that would wipe a few times before the game releases, it was something that I couldn't pass up. I love getting in early on games before they're solved, and it's one of those things that really attracted me to Season of Discovery. It was the opportunity to use my own wit to win, rather than relying on a BIS list or some 20-year-old guide that would tell you how to play the game. To me, that's the whole idea behind Season of Discovery. Reliving those feels of playing an MMO for the first time as a kid, but this time with the experience gained from years of gaming. The opportunity to make content around my experience.
Yeah, a lot of people say that's why WoW Classic isn't that fun, because it's like a solved game. I've heard that argument used a lot. They're like, WoW Classic isn't fun because everybody just min-maxed it and they already know what the best shit is. Like, there's no sense of wonder or trying to strategize and figure out what the best kits and armor sets and everything is, because everybody already knows. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is amazing. It is obviously one of the best RPGs ever, and one of the top, I'd argue top 3, top 4 Super Nintendo games. Let me blow my nose really quick. And that's the thing, like, if I ever have a kid, as much as I disagree with Nintendo's like business practices and shit, I wouldn't want to deny my child like a Nintendo childhood, you know what I mean? I think that's one thing that Nintendo does better than any other company is making like family friendly games that are genuinely good and not just watered down for the sake of being family friendly. Like, no matter how old or grizzled and desensitized to horror and how much I love horror games, I'm always down for a good game of Mario Kart or Mario Party, you know what I mean? Shit just never gets old and they're so good at it. So yeah, Nintendo does some fucked up stuff, but if I ever had a kid, I wouldn't deny them a Nintendo childhood because that's just cruel. Every year for my birthday, my mom can confirm, she'll be on the stream sometime soon, by the way, when she comes down to visit. I would like her to be on here. But for like my age 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 birthday, I always wanted a Mario cake, and they made it happen every year. Oh shit. Why did that happen?
And express the things that go into my brain when I'm playing these games is something that drives me to make these videos. Yeah, Ashes of Creation is expensive, but there's nothing quite like a fresh PvP game, especially one that mixes the elements of a survival.
Yeah, my 2 favorite things growing up were Toy Story and Mario. It just happened to work out that way. There's an old VHS tape, which I hope I can digitize and show you guys one day. My parents still have it, of me getting like the very first run of real Woody dolls from Toy Story when they first came out with the Woody and Buzz Lightyear. I think Mattel released them. And the whole time I found out that you could like take his hat off and put it back on. So the whole time I'm just sitting there like 4 years old saying Woody hat on, Woody hat off. It's so stupid. But yeah, you know, I would prefer my daughter having an NES and Super NES upbringing rather than a Fortnite upbringing. Absolutely. 100%. Or like a PlayStation 1 upbringing at the latest, because PlayStation 1 had some cool family-friendly games too, like Jumping Flash.
Survival crafting game like Last Oasis with the RPG, character progression, and combat of World of Warcraft. Needless to say, I was sold. So I went and swiped the Debbie, got my access to the alpha, and began my journey into this janky...
Swipe Daddy's credit card?
Through a few guild merges, I ended up in the Guild Federation on the Linux server. Instantly, I knew this was the right spot. Fed is full of gamers with similar backgrounds, and everybody likes to have fun, make fun of each other, do the things that we as gamers love to do. Before I knew it, the servers were wiping, and we were applying our newfound knowledge from the first alpha to the second.
You know what? I'll go ahead and admit it now. I have never, ever, ever played an MMO in my life. I've never made an account for one. I've never logged into one. I've never spent a singular second playing an MMO. And the reason for that is, right when all my friends were getting into WoW in like middle school, I went in a different direction and got addicted to 2 games, Street Fighter 4 and Counter-Strike Source. Those were my addictions. And because I was so hopelessly addicted to both of those games, I just didn't have time to throw an MMO into the mix. So when I look at MMOs being played, it's like looking at fucking Matrix code, because although I have a general understanding of like the bar and you know how like your quick actions and stuff work, I don't know the first fucking thing about how you strategically play these games.
In alpha, racing to level 25 and trying to compete for resources on the server and craft up the best gear. What I didn't know at the time was that we were rolling on a server with the game's largest streamer, who many of you may know as Thor or Pirate Software. Now, I'd seen this guy's YouTube shorts plenty over the past year. He's known for selling basic career advice as IRL hacks and exploits while sharing...
Yeah, also look how close he is eating the mic. That's like a Blue Yeti, I think. He's fucking eating the mic right up against it like this the entire stream. So yes, if you're right up against the mic, yeah, you can force a bassy voice even if you don't particularly have it.
Love for game dev and behind-the-scenes industry knowledge with his fans. He's nailed his niche as a peddler of knowledge. I generally like his content, and I never really had a problem with Thor. That is, until I witnessed how he reacts to competition in a video game. After an incident where he was forced to compete for mob tags like your average Joe in the game, he couldn't handle the heat and threw a temper tantrum, which resulted in him blacklisting the Federation and promising to, quote, wipe us off the server.
You guys are making a great showing for your guild. It's going to be really fun wiping you off the server. Have fun with that.
It was at this point that my view of Thor started to shift. In the following days, he began assaulting lobby caravans and threatening to get solo players banned who lashed out at him when he zerged their caravans.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing now. His like retaliation for any criticism is threatening to get people banned. He's literally pulling the "my dad works at Blizzard" card. You know, I will get you all banned for this. Oh, okay. How fucking petty could you possibly be, man?
With 40 players.
How this would work.
Oh, hey, wait, this guy's gonna get banned from the video game.
Wait,
This guy
what?
said, "What is sexual about ferrets to you, my dude?" He's trying to say that like we're sexual because we're in a ferret rescue. I'm gonna report the shit out of this guy.
No, he's saying it because he used to have a fursona that was a ferret.
At first, I won't lie, I was a little bit worried. He has all this clout on Twitch, 14,000 viewers on Ashes of Creation, far more viewers and followers than any other individual in the scene, and he could likely throw his weight around. However, those of us in the Federation very quickly realized that despite their numbers, actual Pirates players, including Thor himself, were not very good at the game. What follows is some footage of our engagements with actual Pirates, who seem to have a false sense of superiority on the server due to their numbers, and their roach leader, Pirate Software.
Yeah, it's like, that's not much of a flex, dude. Like, Blizzard is wasn't Blizzard at one point employing fucking thousands of people? And plus, I mean, yeah, wasn't his dad like primarily on the StarCraft team, but it's like, bro, just like, and he was QA, so I just, I find it very, and again, who am I to be sitting here in my tiny stream critiquing this dude with 1.4 million views? But to me, I see things like this and I'm like, man, why would you go this route? Why would you go this route that just destroys your reputation that you've built? You've built a strong reputation. How difficult is it to just say, yeah, my bad, I fucked up? Just have a laugh about it, for fuck's sake. Stop getting so prideful, man.
$20 until and have this guy tell me what to do.
One
Fucking
fight,
crazy.
he had fought over mobs with the Federation and was like, "That's it, I fucking
Yeah,
we
a
lost
single-
we
a
lost my ego
single
burns.
time. A single time, dude.
My ego hurts.
If they want to be complete shitters, we'll wipe them.
He got so upset because they wouldn't flag. He's like, they're corruption baiting. They're corruption baiting. This is
Corruption
shit.
baiting.
This is shit tactics.
Yeah, pretty garbage tactics, to be honest with you. Like, we'll fight them when they stop being bitches about it. I'll cry in the forums better than be like,
kill them. It'll be, oh, it was Guild Pirate Software, killed all of us while we were farming.
it doesn't matter. What matters right now is that unless you leave right now, we're just going to kill your guild every time we see you. We'll hunt you in PvP. We'll make sure you don't get any of the endgame zones. That's what we'll do. I don't know why you've chosen to do this. You wanted to die on this hill, but you look like jackasses now. So that's on you, bud. Figure it out.
Why?
Social sandbox games. Seems like this. This is a social sandbox. Don't act like a bitch. It's not that hard to understand. Yeah, chicken shit. It's not even 1,000 member strong guild. We have 15,000 members.
So petty, dude.
We're not looking for issues, then get out of our spawn location. Whispering me isn't going to change that, Rage. You've caused enough problems that we're putting your guild on the blacklist. By the way, I can tap faster than you because I have 3 gig up-down fiber internet.
We're just talking about this Pirate Software guy. He blew up because a couple years ago his YouTube shorts just giving general life and work advice and Windows tips and tricks blew up, and he's just had a lot of situations lately where he just proves to not be very good at games, and he takes it in the worst way imaginable, getting super egotistical and threatening to ban everybody. And what happened here is he had his own guild in this game called Ashes of Creation called the Pirates, and he went up against this other guild called the Federation, and they pissed him off. And so he's just going on these never-ending rants about how he's going to blacklist them from the game and just delete them off the server. Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, exactly. Dude, it's 2025. Not everybody has to be a sweat and fucking #1 ranked. Like, Twitch used to be like that. If you wanted to grow as a gamer, you had to be the best of the best. But nowadays, it's not like that. It's more important to engage and be entertaining. You can easily make it and never even play a competitive game. Easily.
Good luck ever getting another one of these polls. They made an enemy, and it's us, and we're the largest guild in the server, which is really a big mistake. What I like to do inside of these games is keep people to a proper standard of etiquette. You have a group come in and disrespect you like that and act like a piece of shit and bring over tactics from there? No, you fight them. You're their content now, dude. That guild is 100% content for us now. Great. You have a god complex? No, it's not a god complex. Here, I'm going to ban you. That's my god complex. Enjoy that. Please, be more of a bitch in the video game. We will fight you more. It'll be the best.
Still going about this.
Keep pushing.
You've got him.
Keep pushing. Full send. Full send. Do not stop. Do not turn. Do not do anything. Yeah, wall if you can. CC's. Push. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. To the back line. Keep pushing.
Did you watch any of the Pirate Software roaching content?
Oh, dude, I know all the fucking lore, bro. I could write a thesis on it. Seen every clip. Why do you hate that guy?
He's on my server in Ashes, and he has the biggest guild on the server, and he, like, blacklisted our guild because we out-mob tagged him one time.
Fucking hate that guy
He's
so much.
such a fucking turd, dude.
He uses a voice changer, too. He's such a pussy. Of his actual voice, it's so funny, dude.
He's
like, the fact that he...
How's it going?
And then when he talks on stream, it's such a deep bass. It's so altered.
Amazing. It's our first time out here at Denver Comic Con, and there's so many people, and they love the games.
Okay, again, that clip is unfair because he's using like a stage mic and it's like a foot away. If I move back a foot, I lose all the bass in my voice too. He was talking from like this far away. So yeah, you will lose the bass. If you get right up on it, you get all the bass back. That's the only like big difference there.
Oh man, that's my favorite clip of all the clips. I mean, there's been so many good clips of him saying like, a mage's job is to save the group. This is why you take improved Blizzard, because it's so important. Like, he's going down the talent tree.
Like, there were no sheeps going out, there were no blizzards going out. Apparently he didn't have the spec for blizzard for slows, but like that's exactly why I run that spec. Because like when shit goes sideways, you save lives, man.
Oh, 100%. And blizzard is like absolutely goated. It's so good.
It's so sweet for me. We've just been, dude, he blacklisted our guild and everything, and he has like 1,500 members in his guild on this server. And it's a small game,
I can't believe
so it's like super weighty. And we have like 300 members in our guild. And we just turned around and we've just been butt fucking them at every turn. They can't run caravans, they can't do shit. Half their guild is like quitting the guild so they don't have to tag on
I don't know what any of this means, by the way.
their name. And he just quit and went and played fucking hardcore classic WoW and left them to their own devices while we're just destroying them.
Yeah, chicken shit.
Oh, Judgment just did 1,365.
Yeah, dude.
Why is this guy healing so goddamn much?
Uh-oh. Crash out incoming.
That's really obnoxious. You straight up can't
His
kill a healer.
fucking name in the game is Maldavius. No fucking way. Look, it's fucking Maldavius. Really? He's still going by that moniker?
Game? No, you straight up can't kill a healer. That's crazy. I didn't expect that shit at all. Wild, dude. Anyway, need some people. Let's go kill this guy. Yeah, clerics are invincible in PvP 1v1. I didn't expect that at all. Clear comms, please. You've got a mage in the water named Fizzlefest. Fizzlefest is able to do about 3k crits. Looks like that guy's going to be your primary. Oh, well. Yeah, it's going to be a GG on this, likely. Yeah. Fizzlefest is completely overpowered. All right, so...
Thor, I just want you to know that we don't hate you. It's a fun rivalry on the server. And I know you've been getting dragged through the mud over your WoW Hardcore Classic noobery, which, by the way, it's deserved. Bind polymorph, man. But seriously, keep your chin up and take the gut check. Sometimes just showing a little bit of humility is all it takes to win people over. And we all know you're a successful, smart dude. So stop being so cocky, leave your ego behind, and accept that you fucked up, then move on. The internet will too.
For real. That's all he had to do, man. So easy. A simple my bad LOL would have resolved all of this. Hey, man, you fucked up. But I almost think it's a reputation thing, too, because, like, he literally worked at Blizzard, so for him to be bad at the game, like, being good at Blizzard games is almost like his identity, you know? Like, he has such an ego, I have a feeling he would drop into this stream just to, like, report me and send all my information to the feds, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he would actually do that, but it seems like he would be that petty based on his actions. So you never know. Yeah, seriously. I don't know. Clearly is not, I mean, media trained wouldn't be the term for it, but clearly he is just not equipped to handle, like, all the critique. Like, not at all. Oh, yeah. I'm going to support a fellow streamer real quick. Not socialized. Yeah, he seems like somebody who, and again, he kind of got overnight success via YouTube Shorts, and it turned into a thing where I think he got used to people just heaping all this praise on him, and regardless of your size, when you're constantly getting praise, it can kind of get to your head, and you can start to build a bit of an ego. So I think when all this, like, WoW roaching thing happened, he wasn't prepared for people to be like on his ass and criticizing him harshly, and he handled it so poorly because of that. Like, he has just progressively handled it, I would argue, worse and worse. Every single time he's addressed things and every single time he's made his big long, like, tweets about it, he just has made it worse. It's like, man, stop digging the hole deeper. Like, fucking just stop. What are you doing, man? This type of shit, like, this type of shit has almost permanently damaged his reputation because he just has the shovel and he will not stop fucking digging, you know? It's so bad, dude. Yeah, shovel warrior for real. You look. And I said this the last time this came up. A simple my bad, or you having some humility and just simply saying, look, man, I fucked up, whatever. Again, even if you think you're right, acknowledging the criticism as valid goes a long way to rescuing your reputation as a streamer. We're doing Silent Hill 2 Remake tonight. But I'm pretty much finished with the drama / just chatting segment, so we will be doing that. I was just gonna support a fellow streamer real quick, and then we'll get into the game. No, this is not my first time playing Remake, but it is my first time playing it since like mid-October. I haven't touched it. You feel Homecoming more than 2? I would... Well, I have a USB cable, but I don't... Funny enough, I don't have any batteries for my Xbox controllers right now. But I would be down to play Homecoming and Downpour once I get me some more double A's, you know? I also hear that it got another optimization update since then. I actually have custom launch options on mine to launch it in DX11 because the DX12 version of it is so fucking bad, dude. It's terrible. DX12 is just like, I'm just gonna nerf the shit out of your frames because you chose DX12. Alright. Let's get it started here. Also, did we do green screen tonight? I'm kind of feeling green screen with this game because it works really well for Silent Hill 2 Remake. And it gets my fucking an intrusive face cam out of the way with like the background and everything. All right, is it still installed? It is. When was it last updated? Yeah, I have not played it since October. Oh, wow. I haven't played it since October 14th of 2024. So yeah, it's been a full 3 months, 3.5 months. Do we just go new? Let's just go new and just everything hard. Yeah, let's just do this. Get my category updated. Okay. Now let me go ahead and set up my green screen really quick. I just have to add a filter to my camera. All right, filters added. So all I should need to do is pull my projector up and we'll be good to go. As long as I didn't fuck this up. Okay. Almost there. Not bad. It's kind of huge though. Jesus, that was loud. There. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, my hotkeys are still working too, so that's awesome. Shouldn't be that bad. I like to get my shit off the screen during cutscenes at least. Man, fucking the first trailer, James, looks so terrible compared to this too. Like unbelievably bad.
Mary. Could you really be in this town?
Yeah, apparently he got nominated for like 3 awards at the Game Awards and didn't get any of them. Kinda sucks. Luke Roberts, I think, isn't it? Or, yeah, I think it's Luke Roberts that played James. Pete's Bolorama.
In my restless dreams.
She sounds way
I
too
see
old.
that town.
That's one of my biggest criticisms. She sounds like
Silent Hill.
an old lady even in these.
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Now, back then, when we first were playing this, I went through a shit ton of optimization options, and so I don't dare touch them anymore. It seems like they're still working pretty well, but it took a lot of tweaking. Yeah, you can never see in the back. Oh no, you can see in the back, yeah. In this one. But yeah. Those of you that were here remember how much of a nightmare it was to optimize this game. Holy shit, dude. It was an actual nightmare. Not even just being exaggeratory for content. It was fucking really difficult to get it working smoothly. And even then, there are some parts of the game you just simply can't get around. So hopefully the optimization updates they've done and everything have made it a little bit better since then. But, yeah. For the time being, it seems pretty good. Yes, because twerking is a fairly acceptable response to him learning the news that he learned in that clip. I fail to see the problem. Personally. Yeah, this seems to be running better than it was even back when we were first messing around with this game. TBH. Okay, so the 24th looks like it was the last time we were actually playing. Oh, I made it all the way to the Historical Society on hard. I think that was New Game Plus, to be fair, though.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
Oh, no, they definitely did. Oh, shit, I can see the outline of the... See the fucking outline of the green screen around me? That's so annoying. Okay, that's a little bit better. Big shadow behind me, too.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
Yeah, they also did a weird thing with this game where...
It's kind of hard to explain, but...
They did a weird thing with this game where all the cutscenes are locked at 30 FPS, and I don't know why.
It's just...
It seems like it's a little better than it used to be now, but
I
yeah.
don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either.
I turned it up a little bit.
I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, it looks like they're not 30 anymore. To me, they look a little bit smoother, but yeah. When it first came out, all the cutscenes were locked to 30 and nobody really knew why. Which, to be fair, it is very bizarre to do that. I don't know why they made that decision. Oh god, green screens are so annoying, dude. Look at that shit. Why are they like this? This is why I hate green screens. Because, like, no matter what you do, you can always see the outline of it. Alright, well. Fuck this. Fuck that, Phil. You are a dirty, rotten liar. Sorry. Yeah, you can see how bright it is when it's just on me. So like, why the fuck is it? I don't know. Like where do we put this? You can't really win with stuff like this, dude. You either lose it in one way or lose it in another. One sec. No, it's not OCD really. It's just fucking annoying because like you can't really win in that sense. Like no matter where your camera is, you're going to be blocking something. Especially if you're trying to play a full screen game. So like you can't win. You got to just choose one or the other. So I guess we'll just go with this for now. I would probably have to do something to my camera because it has auto white balance, and when you have that on, sometimes it gets super, super dark even if you have a ton of lights on you, and sometimes it gets super overblown and bright, and you can never really figure out what it's going to be until it happens. So I guess we'll just stick with this for now. Where's the inventory though? Because I don't want to be in the way of that either. I don't even remember. True. Yes. Very true. Yeah, name a more iconic duo. See, my technical difficulties aren't real ones, though. It's just my brain deciding what I do and don't like. Yeah, this camera is fine. I just don't want to make it too big. Yeah, the big thing about this and a lot of other games coming out right now is they're all made in Unreal Engine 5. And Unreal Engine 5 has a huge problem with something that it's exactly what the term is, which is traversal stutter. So as new areas load, it just stutters a lot, and there's not really anything you can do about it. It's like an inherent really bad flaw of the engine. The other problem I have with PC games coming out now is they're coming out horribly unoptimized, and they just expect you to DLSS or fucking upscale your way to good performance. That pisses me off. It's like, oh, we're just going to release a horrifically unoptimized game, and you'll just have to upscale it to get the right frames. Man, fuck that. Like, this game was running poorly on a 4090 when it came out. It was running, like, average performance with a 4090.
Anyone in here?
You know, only the best graphics card in the world. But to me, this looks good. I gotta sit. Ugh. A little bit closer. I never really tested that, but yeah. In the PS2 version, if you try to go back here, he just says there's no reason to go back. I'm looking for Mary. But I don't know, this does seem to be running really well. They definitely had to have optimized this, because before I'd be lucky to get 60 FPS on this part. And I'm on a 3070, so admittedly I'm not on like a top of the line card by any means, but it should be good enough to run this game at fucking 1080p. I mean, come on. It's basically a 2080 Ti. Probably my next card will be a 5080 if they stay the correct price, but who fucking knows with all this like tariff stuff going on. They may shoot up in price. Fucking $2,000 5090. Man, I remember when $2,000 was like the baseline for a really good PC. Now we're paying $2,000 for one fucking component. Holy shit. Insanity. Yeah, oh, I thought you couldn't get in this way. Customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off. Looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left, said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted to let you know since I might be gone by then. Water the plants, yeah. I do think they definitely nailed the look of this game. I don't think there's any question about that. You know, when it came out, I was admittedly impressed, and I'm one of the most stuck up, like, protective people of the original 4 Silent Hill games, so for me to admit that was actually a lot. But at the same time, you know,
What is this?
the people that were just hype beasting it, and as soon as it came out, claiming that it was just so much better than the original because it's newer and looks nicer, it's like, that's not how it works, my dude, but okay. I did give it like an 8.1, I think was my final score, which I expected to give it a way lower. So overall, they did impress me. The worst part about this game, no question, is the additional cutscenes that Bloober tried to add. Like meeting Angela at night or talking to Maria about the statue. Like, those cutscenes are just genuinely really bad and not necessary at all. Ah, yes, now we're getting some more poor performance, but hey. It's a busy part of the game. There's not much we can do about that. Man, this game reminds me of Wood. Yeah, Josh or Wood was a good streamer friend of mine. And he just kind of quit streaming. He quit streaming like November of last year and has not come back to it at all. I'm not sure. You know, we talked a little bit about it, but I'm still not quite sure exactly what the reasoning was for him doing that. But I do hope he comes back someday when he feels like it.
Hey, wait. More of that stuff.
He told me he would not be doing it anymore. I mean, literally he did. Dude, what is up with the volume? Holy shit. It's either way too low or way too high. Here, let me turn music, ambient, and effects down. And we'll leave voiceover volume at max. That way the dialogue shouldn't be quiet. I just can't have the game fucking blasting in my ears, you know? While it's like inaudible to you guys, it makes no sense. Still too loud for me. Okay, that's solid. Dude, I can't get the fucking name Maldavius Fig Tree out of my brain now. It's such a bizarre fucking name for a character. I'd like to know where the hell he got the idea for that name.
Hello?
Oh yeah, isn't there? Yeah, this is like the first health drink. So very similar to Silent Hill 4. And they kept this going in the remake, which is cool. This is based on a real energy drink in Japan called Lipovitan. So if you look up Lipo Vitan, you can see the real version of the health drink. I'd like to buy one just to try it out, but I checked and it has like a million grams of sugar in it. Bro, it's gonna give me diabetes. And you do not want that. What's up, Future? Who doesn't want it? Good question.
That's special.
Appreciate that.
Stay back.
Oh my god. What? No, dude. No, dude. Okay. It's V for health, right? Yeah.
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
How you doing, by the way, Future? Like, bro, stop whining. For facts, though, shit's like diabetes in syrup form. Dude, that's what it looked like. It is. It's running away like accountability for Maldavius Fig Tree. That's one thing that it is not going to accept. He needs to go, what the? Escaping accountability at the speed of light. It saved your ass a few times? What, when you needed a sugar injection?
Where are you, Mary?
Yeah, so here we go with the lag, I can feel. Yeah, so the way the healing works is pretty intuitive. You just tap V to use a drink, and you hold V to use a syringe. So if you really need a full heal, then you hold V. Apparently there's an achievement for beating the entire game without using a heal, which is insane, especially on hard. If you're reading this, leave this place. If you're reading this, it's too late. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Yep, and then the corpses all look like us. You can see, even though they have this, like, dried blood on them or whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. My god. Maldavius, if you're reading this, make like me and leave tree. Big tree, by the way. But yes, you can see the same jacket, same boots, same jeans as us, and that is intentional. Man, how am I still low HP? I took like one hit. I took one hit. How the fuck am I low HP still? The fucking accidentally turning on the front-facing camera. James, look here. There's virtually no point to fighting these enemies, so I won't be doing that, but I will be doing this. Because we need this. They can come into buildings, though. So you just gotta make sure you... Just kind of get out of their way. I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Y'all have fun now. Oh yeah. I don't think there's any heals or anything in here, but this is kind of where you get your... Oh my god, I gotta fucking... They're definitely gonna come through here. So there's a document or a memo that changes every time you play this game depending on the endings that you've gotten, and in this game that's where that takes place, is in that library. But I don't have time to read it right now because I'm getting fucking ambushed. So we're just gonna skip right over that. And I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Hey, what's up, Sick? Dude, I saw Luke Roberts was nominated for like 4 awards, but he didn't win any. Kind of sucks. Because Jeff Keighley hates Konami. That could be true, yeah. He probably has a grudge over the whole Kojima thing. That could absolutely be true. Because he's like really, really tight with Kojima. And they fucked him over that one year, so he's probably still mad about it. Oh yeah. Isn't the motorhome somewhere nearby here? I guess not, but I can't really. What are they? I shouldn't go through. I don't know why I won't. They don't stink, but it feels like they do no smell at all. The door that wakes into darkness, opening into nightmares. Oh, I'm gonna head out of this. I'm not even trying to have a disagreement with these gentlemen. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. It's my bat, Lucille. See what I did there? I thought Neely's was this way. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, the lag. Holy shit. One of the most argued about things in the history of games from the dawn of time right here. There was a hole here, it's gone now. What does it mean? What does it symbolize? Everything under the sun people have argued about endlessly for years. Honestly, I don't think it means anything. I just think that they just wanted to put some unsettling text, and that's just kind of what they settled on. That's my opinion. But I could be wrong. We need the glue and the record still, so we'll grab that in a second. But yes, people have been arguing about this ad nauseum going all the way back to like 2002 GameFAQs forum posts, and it'll never end. So. True. Yes. Oh yeah, the room foreshadowing. Yeah, that is true. I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, cried he'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still lodged inside, but the other part's missing. I figured he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run towards Groovy. Anyway, maybe go check up on him, see if he's alright. He lives over at Saul by the pharmacy, apartment 9. Yeah, so the first part, we're going to go to Groovy, which is a music store. And we're going to get the other part of the record, and there's also some glue to put it back together, and then we also need to get the button out of this South Vale apartment. Yeah, Groovy music right down here. Giga computer. It either is something that doesn't mean a lot and they were just trying to put it in there to freak people out, or they are referring to physical holes and things changing kind of the way that it does toward the end of the game, where you just descend down all those holes and it makes no sense, like geographically. But I think it's one of those two. I don't think it's as deep as some people are letting on, with like saying that it has like sexual context and all this other weird shit. I don't think so, dude. I really don't. Run, bitch. Oh my god, get out of the fucking way, dude. I don't think there's any heals or anything in here, so I'll see y'all later. Yeah. The Louis Sachar book. I read that in school. The book Holes. That's a pretty good book. Not gonna lie. I also read Wayside School by him. Alright, so now we gotta go towards Saul. So down this way. I wouldn't say so, no. It's a very like grade school, early middle school level reading. experience. It's not like something a fully grown adult would want to be honest with you. In my opinion, at least. Yeah, it's kind of more of like a coming of age thing, but it's definitely written more for kids than it is adults. Dude, this shit is so dark. Bro. I need you to stand down. I don't even remember what the purpose of doing this is. Or if there is one. Oh, wait, don't we? Yeah. No, but this just gets us back into the main... Oh, no. Okay. So it's the syringe. And then we can unlock our... okay. Goodbye. Dude, can you stop, like, moaning like that? It's fucking freaking me out, dude. Stop it. It's turning me on. Excuse me. I didn't say that. And anybody that says I said that is being disingenuous. Caught in 1080p, 60 frames per second even. Apartment 5 left his key. It says there's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. Oh, he's always around lurking in the shadows, dude. You never know when he's gonna just pop up and make a little meme post, so to speak. You never know with Doc. He's always lurking. Hiding just out of reach. Or hovering just out of reach, I don't know. True. All true and factual statements being posted in the chat room right now. Holy shit, my ears. And then she came and washed it all away. It all started to make sense again. It's this place. I can't fight it. Gotta get my head straight. Quick stop at Texan, then we're going. So this quick stop at Texan thing, this is supposed to clue you in to go to the cafe and get that coin. But I already did that because, teehee, I already knew it. So I actually went there first. Damn, look at the shine on his jacket zipper, though. Shit's impressive. You know, now that I think of it, I did play this with a controller the first time around. Because I was about to say something about the vibration that they did here, because it was actually pretty accurate and faithful to the original, but then I was like, Well, I'm on mouse and keyboard, so. By the way, has anybody ever made a mouse that vibrates like a controller? Surely they have, right? Made a mouse that has like a vibration motor in it. I'm sure that was probably like a gimmicky 2000s thing. The 2000s were full of gimmicky peripherals like that. Alright, give me just a second, guys. I want to run to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Let's get ourselves a nice little echo snap here.
What the fuck?
親戚におめでたがあるから今日一日お暇いただきますって言ったのはいいがな。こんなにおめえ遅く帰ってくるとは思わなかったよ。おめえが一人いねえってと困らな他の若い衆が急に忙しくなっちまって。どうも申し訳ございませんでした。早く帰ろうと思ったんですがね、この雨でござしたんでね、どうも手間取っちまいまして。申し訳ございませんでした。自分の部屋に戻ってきたゴンジが、嫌な摂取をしたい。思い出しただけで寒気がするな。気のせいかな、それともはばかり行きたくなったのかな。よし、立ち上がりますと言うとそのまんまはばかり。こういったような女郎屋の便所ですから、あんまり賑やかなところにはないんで、廊下の外れ薄暗いところをひょいっと曲がった場所だ。商売が商売ですから3つこう並んでいる。その真ん中の一つ、取って手かけて開けようとした途端に中からほら、どうもすいません、失礼しました。
Sorry about that, guys. I have a bitch of a headache building, so.
とに手をかけた途端にこれはどうもすいません。おいらんかご親族でございますか。どうも申し訳ございません、失礼いたしました。とって一番外れの接近に手かけた途端に中からまた
Apologies, I did not mean to jump scare you. Okay. Sorry. Oh, geez. Well, no wonder. Forgot I didn't turn the fucking echo off. My bad. I didn't have headphones on. I couldn't tell. Alright, so we should have everything we need now. Let's head on up. No, I forgot to turn the echo off. There's a big ass effects button on here, and for some reason I just always forget to turn it off when I walk away. Break the wrist, walk away. Break the wrist and walk away. Which Castlevania is it? I mean, I'm down, but I would just need to know which one it is and how I could acquire it. Is it like Symphony of the Night? Oh, Rondo of Blood. What is that even available on? Did they do like a re-release on Steam of it or something? The Long Way Home. Oh, Steam. Then yeah. Hell yeah, I'll do it. How close are you to 100K though? 75k more? Damn. What did you just redeem? I mean, you had to redeem something recently to be that low. Unless my memory is shot. I know you redeemed the Warriors on PS2 once, which was a really cool game. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that. Dude, that game literally made me nauseous on PS3. I don't know why. It just had a really tight FOV and there was so much fucking motion going on. It actually messed with me really bad.
Park on the lake. We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us staring at the water.
Yeah, Rondo of Blood, wasn't that originally like a TurboGrafx 16 or some weird ass console exclusive? I remember hearing that it was on a really weird system like that to start out. Yeah. Because everybody was like, oh, we got Symphony of the Night, which is an amazing game, but why didn't we get Rondo of Blood? Yeah, wasn't it called PC Engine in Japan? But it was TurboGrafx 16 in the US. As Jimmy James Rolfe would say, graphics. He came back after you left. It's fine. He didn't try anything. He just seemed sad. Mumbled something about getting out of town with someone. I wasn't going to let him drive in his condition, so I locked him out. His car should be out back. Maybe check if it's still there by the morning. It's the greenish blue one, plate number ending with 06, I think. Oh god, Castlevania 64. That is a jank-ass set of games. Aren't there two of them? I just remember the one that has Carrie and Reinhardt. That is a really weird game. Oh yeah, Dracula X. I remember seeing the logo of that one with the literal X on it. Written in blood. Very edgy. Yeah, I somehow missed this on my first playthrough. This door right here, I just straight up missed it. And I have no idea how. Like, I spent a solid 20 minutes wandering around that area. Oh. Y'all can hash it out. I am gonna excuse myself from this little convo. Okay, I don't know why I was so confused. I like the hurricane effects, or just the heavy wind in general. I think it's a really cool effect in this game that they use. And they use it to good effect as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, they definitely did some optimization, because the first time I played this shit, this was so laggy. Why is the road damp? That's a good question. Yeah, it's like there's just puddles everywhere. Yeah, this is one of those areas of the game that, for a completely unknown reason, is just like ultra laggy, no matter how good your PC is. The other one is right after you finish the hospital. When you finish the hospital and you are leaving to go out into the town segment, it just is fucked. It's just laggy, and even if you have like a 4090, it'll dip down to 60 FPS on 1080p. I love this music here. This. Dude, I need to get this as just chatting music. There's something about the ambience that Akira makes, Yamaoka, that just hits different. But it's also very recognizable at the same time. I could just listen to it on a loop. You know what it reminds me of? You guys know what soundtrack is really excellent despite just being like 4 or 8 bar loops? Yume Nikki. You guys know the game Yume Nikki? That game has a very disturbing and very excellent soundtrack, but they're mostly just 4 or 8 bar loops that are so interesting you don't even notice they loop. Another one of my personal all-time favorites is Yume Nikki. That game is very, very disturbing. It was kind of part of the original wave of like RPG Maker style games, where it was like top-down, you know. I have it on Steam. It's free.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think we're about to get the flashlight. Oh wow, that's a cool shot. Yeah, you can see the light. I really like this shot here. This is cool. Nor MILF Odyssey. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a reason. Oh, I dodged the fuck. Congratulations, you fucked up. Oh. There we go. What a soy sound he just made. When he swung like that. Shoot, courtyard key. Alright, now we can actually fucking see something. Nice. Replenish that one drank we just used.
These clothes.
Wow, that is so high quality, actually, dude. What a beautiful game. James' reflection on how he'd like to be smothered by thighs. Yes, he wants to be death gripped by thighs. I like all the feminine mannequins in here as a nice touch, too. The attention to detail is very, very impressive, that I will say. But what's up with the lack of reflections? Come on, Bloober. I like the little floating particles of dust in the air, too. Very, very nice touch. It's like metally. This is downstairs, I believe. Speaking of mannequin, been playing RE6 again. I forgot that there was a mannequin room in that game too. Honestly, what does RE6 not have? They threw the fucking kitchen sink. They threw everything but the kitchen sink in that game to try and make it work, and it still didn't, ironically enough. Whoa, look how pixelated that fog is. Holy shit, that looks bad. You can literally see the fucking... you can count the pixels, dude. I don't think RE7 or RE6 is a bad game. It just is a very confused game. It tried to just throw everything at the wall, and it's like, well, dude, we have so much Resident Evil here. It has to work, dude. They've got big action set pieces and combat, and yeah, Identity Crisis is a perfect term for it. It tried to do so many different things that it ended up not having a defined identity at all. That's a perfect way to describe it. Just tried to do way too much. We're about to get the pistol anyway, but unfortunately on HOD, you get very, very little ammo. You get like 2 bullets a box. 1 or 2 bullets. Not a lot. I get a little bit tipsy. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's pirate software. Just kidding. It's a literal roach, not a World of Warcraft roach. Okay, I couldn't fucking see, to be fair. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, shoot up the roids so you feel better about yourself, James. Just fucking do it. Why don't we? I think their vision is we're going to pack this with all the Resident Evil you could think of, which is kind of visionary, but fell flat, yeah. And it obviously didn't resonate with fans either because, you know, they completely rejected that shit. Like, to the point that it's still joked about how bad it is all the fucking time, man. Like, everybody just jokes about how terrible of a game it is. It doesn't deserve that, because people act like it's the worst thing ever created by mankind. But it's very mid. Still better than, like, half the dog shit Silent Hill games Konami was making in the late 2000s. Early 2010s. Yeah, and it sold better, too. So, like, it sold well and was a much better game than anything Konami was making at the time. But yeah, just speaks to people's biases, you know. Not a bad game at all. Just incredibly mid and not impressive in any particular way. And it's just treated as if it's the worst thing humans have ever done in the history of mankind, which is a little extreme, to say the least. Oh, I don't think I heard that laugh before. Maybe the normal folk loves it, but loyalists hate it. Yeah. Like, I've seen some people, like some streamers will do co-op gameplay streams of it. Like I saw Super and 39 Daff do a co-op playthrough, and co-op is fun. I will say co-op is fun. If you got a friend and they're also a streamer, or you just got a friend and you guys want to hop into a Discord server and play, it's fun, no doubt. But it's like my motivation to do that is not exactly high because it's just not that fun. Yeah, for real. Where is Mag? I actually think we did end up playing that co-op one time. Oh, I am fucked. Okay. Wait, oh. I thought he wasn't dead, but it was just another one. I'm not gonna fight this one. No chance. No, we did one stream of 6. It's actually on the No, Ryrog and me played Borderlands of all games. I know that's incredibly random, but yeah, me and Ryrog played Borderlands of all games. And me and Mac did do a stream of RE6, but it just was very boring. Because we did the Chris campaign where it's like Chris and just some random generic male character running along the rooftops of Shanghai. But yeah, the VOD of that is actually still on my VOD channel. I'm sorry, guys. I've got a headache that is just absolutely fucking me up right now. It's like killing me. It's behind my eyes and everything, so I apologize for the short stream. Like I said, though, I do still owe an additional stream this week, so I say I'm going to go live again tonight, and let's make it through the bulk of this game. We'll do a Thursday night stream, and we'll make it through the bulk of this game, okay? But it's just the fucking lights and everything is like irritating me really bad, so unfortunately I'm going to have to go ahead and call it here. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. Like I said, we'll be back tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and break those chains. Yes, I will just choose to not have a headache. I'm going to break those chains in 3, 2, 1.